Hello everybody. So today I'm going to be doing my updated everyday makeup. I'm really excited because I have so many new products. I feel like my makeup has changed so much since I last filmed this. I'm going to be starting off with Paula's Choice Hyaluronic Acid and Peptide Lip Booster. I love this stuff. It has a metal applicator and it is just, it's divine. It's a divine experience. And it's really just disgusting around here, so just ignore that, okay? It just feels so nice and cooling on your lips. So I prep my lips so that they're nice and hydrated for when I go to put my lip products on at the end. I've already done my brows. I use the e.l.f. brow lift for my brows. Kind of just gives that lamination look. I would just say to do this before you put on your base at all, otherwise it's just gonna be a whole mess. I'm gonna go in with my Refy primer. So you squeeze it and then it has this little roller on it and you just like roll it on your face. Kind of just give it time to absorb into the skin. I'm gonna mix the e.l.f. Halo Glow and the Kosas Glow Ivy. I feel like it just gives that beautiful, hydrated, dewy, glowy look. I should have done this before I put this stuff on while the primer was setting, but I just forgot, honestly. I am going to fill in my brows. NYX Lift and Snatch. Kind of just create hair-like strokes. I'm gonna use that to fill in like the sparse spots that I have in my brows. And then I'm gonna take the ABH Brow Definer and I just kind of use this to like carve out underneath my brows to just make it look more defined. I'm going to do my base. I've been doing the underpainting technique lately. I just feel like, if you know Mary Phillips, she's a makeup artist and she created this technique where you do, it's like called underpainting. So basically, instead of doing your foundation and then your concealer and your contour, you kind of do your concealer, contour, and then your foundation, just so you use less, it's less product. I'm gonna take my Hourglass concealer. So I'm gonna put a little bit under my eyes. And then I'm also gonna put some up here because I feel like it just really lifts your eye when you place the concealer there. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna put some on my chin, on my nose, and then my forehead, and right here. I like to let my concealer sit so when you go to blend it out, it doesn't move as much. I'm gonna go in with the Mario Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick in the shade Medium, and I'm gonna use a brush. And I'm just going to place that on my cheekbones, a little bit above my cheekbones. I try to place my stuff a little higher these days just because I feel like it lifts your face. This is a really beautiful formula. It blends out so nicely and it just looks so good on the skin. And I don't like to sweep, I just like push it into the skin. I'm gonna take a little brush and I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna do it on my nose. This is Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, and this is just such a lightweight foundation. Like, I seriously love it so much. Make little dots and put that kind of wherever I feel like. And basically, I'm not gonna touch the contour or like where I place the concealer really, except for in some places. I'm just gonna kind of lightly just place it where I want a little bit more of that coverage. My big thing is just like making sure everything is blended. I feel like this just looks so, just love, it just does something for me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go in with the Patrick Ta Blush Duo, and this is in the shade She's a Doll. So what's really cool about this blush is you can do the cream over the powder or vice versa. Merit Beauty highlighting stick in the shade Cava, and I put my finger on it and just kind of melt the product up a little bit. Before I go in with loose powder, I'm gonna go in with a pressed powder. So I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. Powder Puff has just really changed the game for me. Givenchy Prism Libre powder in the rose shade. Put a little bit on my powder puff, dab it on my hands, and just place it on my under eyes. And then I really like to carve out right there. And then I try not to leave like any harshness over here. I kind of like to like softly bring it out. Kylie bronzer in the shade Toasty. I'm gonna mix this pink shade in here in the Hourglass palette. The Hourglass just has a really pretty sheen to it. I can't believe I used to never ever wear blush. Like, I would never wear blush, I would never wear lip liner. Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I'm gonna clean up. And then I'll just like softly blend this down. Next, I'm gonna do my eyeshadow. Mario Master Mattes palette. And I'm gonna usually use these two shades right here. Put that in my crease a little bit just to define my eye. Mixture of the lighter shades, so this one right here and then this one, and just kind of create like a faux eye. I'm gonna go back in with the brush I was using earlier and just like softly blend that out. So then I'm gonna take those two shades that I used earlier and just run it under here. Next, I'm gonna do the Benetint. Then I'm gonna take the Charlotte Tilbury lip sheet in the shade Pillow Talk and just line my lips. I'm gonna do another shade of the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner just because I feel like this is too pink. I want it to be a little darker, so I'm gonna do the Iconic Nude. I'm gonna go in with the Rhode Peptide Lip Treatment, and I have the scent Salted Caramel, and this is like favorite thing ever. I am going to run a nude eyeliner under, like in my waterline. Just makes your eyes look more open. I'm going to wipe away my bake. On my eyes, I kind of just like wipe and dust away. Then with the nose, I kind of flick it upwards. Set with setting spray, the Charlotte Tilbury. And I just drench my face in it. I like to go into my beauty blender and I just tap it. Because I feel like this really pushes that product in and it just makes your skin look so glowy. Like if your skin looks cakey, ever try this because I feel like it really just makes it look so pretty. This looks like skin. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go back in with the Hourglass palette and I'm just gonna take all three of these shades, honestly. And my favorite thing is to apply my highlighter with my beauty blender because I feel like since it's damp, it makes it more like creamy instead of powdery. And I'm just gonna place that all over, like where I would put my blush and my highlight. Now I'm gonna do some mascara. So I'm gonna do the Tower 28, and I love the applicator. That is such a difference. It's kind of scary. I look like a completely, yeah, I do. I look like a completely different person. Shapeshift. These days I like to do brown mascara on my bottom lashes so it doesn't look as harsh. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex. Are we done? Am I done? I think I'm done. This is the final look. Cheers to my makeup and all dressed up and know where to go. I'll see you guys in my next video.